Got a problem.
We've got a problem for Aleix Espargaro on his warm-up lap. At first, I thought he was just adjusting his helmet.
Yeah, it sounds like it's on like sort of limp
Safe mode.
Safe mode. Yeah, something's gone wrong with that. I can't believe it.
Don't tell me it's in wet mode. We've seen that before. Maybe it's that, because we had all the wet weather yesterday. Maybe it's something's flicked. But Aleix Espargaro, who's supposed to be starting from down on the second row of the grid in 6th place, I've got a feeling he might be pulling down pit lane, and he is. Aleix is into pit lane. Oh, 17 points behind in the championship, but already the drama's started. There'll be more drama as they head into turn 1 and the start of this race, and a big gap for Bagnaia and Quartararo to fire it into. 24 laps of the Japanese Grand Prix. Aleix Espargaro in pit lane as Marc Marquez launches away from pole position for the first time in 3 years, and the fantastic starter that is Brad Binder is alongside him, and Binder from the front row for the first time in MotoGP. He's going to lead them out to the first corner as Espargaro rejoins at the back. Zarco sat up by his teammate Martin. It's Binder from Marquez with Martin in 3rd place. Quartararo has lost positions at the start. By the looks of things, Oliveira is the rider coming through. He's up into 4th place. Great start for KTM, Neil.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And I didn't know if he would get a good start, Binder. He's so used to having riders in front of him. It's the first time he's ever qualified on the front row of the grid. But we know one thing about Brad Binder. He is a Sunday man.
Big leg came out from Jorge Martin as it gets tight in turn 5.
Sorry,
Jack Miller on Vignales.
So aggressive there. Miller has had the best pace all weekend, hasn't he, in the dry gap? It's just that he qualified bad in the rain.
Martin means business here, and he's going to go through on Binder. They had some scraps back in the Moto2 days, but on this occasion, Martin, who was on the podium last time we came here in Moto2, takes over the lead in this race. Marc Marquez now looking towards the inside at turn 9. Miller again having a rare old battle with Vignales. What happened here with Aleix Espargaro? Oh, he'll have known straight away.
Straight in limp mode, straight away. It's almost like the pit lane limiters on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. In fact, look at the speed it's going.
80 miles an hour. How strange. Miller attacks Oliveira and Marquez. Jack Miller was so good here on Friday down into that corner, and he takes 2 of them.
Unreal, absolutely unreal. But you're right, down at that part of the track, that's where Jack Miller on Friday on that 75-minute track session was making all the time.
Here comes Miller again. Miller, just keep an eye on him in 2nd place, past Brad Binder and up into 2nd. He was by far the fastest rider on Friday. The problem was, even on his fast lap, he got stymied and was still quicker than everyone when he was balked. He really thinks there is a good chance of 25 points here today.
Here we go.
Not as much as Bagnaia.
Absolutely, mirror signal manoeuvre, and he's got it stopped.
He's going to run a little bit wide here, and Martin will try and edge him up onto the curb.
Miller's
going to be brave. Of course he is. He's going to hang on. Martin has to run wide in turn 12, and then into 13, across through victory corner, and Miller takes over the lead in this race.
He said he needs to earn some bonus money. He's getting married in 2 weeks' time. So after the Thai Grand Prix, he's going back to Australia for a big wedding.
He now leads the Japanese Grand Prix. Jack Miller, who's not won this season. Bastianini goes again, leg off the outside, foot peg from Bagnaia. Wasn't expecting that one, and Bastianini comes through.
I mean, it's been coming for a while. He's tried on 3 or 4 occasions.
And he's tried to do it clean, isn't he? That's the thing for Bastianini, which then when you get around this place and your bike's so evenly matched, it's not easy.
It's hard. As we know, that's one thing we've learned about Francesco Bagnaia. He brakes really late. He doesn't miss the apex. This is going to be a lap from Jack.
It is.
Fastest lap of the race. He just looked a bit special. 0.8 of a second faster than Jorge Martin.
Has he broken them now? 8 tenths quicker than Martin, 1 second quicker than Binder, who's got back into 3rd, 1.5 seconds quicker than Oliveira, a second quicker than Marquez, Vignales, Marini, over a second quicker than Quartararo, and his teammate, Pecco Bagnaia.
Look at them lap times. I mean, he's so much faster than everybody. Literally everybody else is racing around in the 46ers. And look at that. I mean, lap 2 was a 46, then he's just sat there in the 45s. Not a problem at all. Whoa!
He
That's
just
a
goes
move.
At turn 12?
Well, I can't remember the last MotoGP rider to pass there, make it stick and not lose any time. That was unreal.
Where did that come from? I mean, Bastianini was almost sideways going down to the bottom of the hill, but Bagnaia wanted to let him know. That was a signal or a message as far as I'm concerned.
And look now, Bagnaia, look who's in front of him. The championship leader, just 10 points between them.
And can he make it less than that? There'll be 11 points if things stay the same. That would switch to 9, of course, if Bagnaia is able to get past.
The beauty for Bagnaia is if he can get on the back of Quartararo, which I'm pretty sure he will because he's got the pace, he will be able to pass him because just using the power of that Ducati.
Here comes Marquez now. He is on the soft tyre, we'll remind you all. And he's going to go through it.
That's such a Marquez move. That late little switch made it stick. A class move.
Up to 4th place from Marc Marquez.
I can't emphasise how difficult it is to just do that little chink, that little last-minute move and just place the bike in. He makes it look really simple, but I can assure you it's not.
There is Mibe-san, who is the president, is the HRC president down here too. All the Honda top brass are here, and Marc Marquez is showing them why they invest so much money in him and why he is their man and why they need him back at the top level. And this is telling us the pole position this weekend, this race here, what he was doing over the weekend in Aragon shows I think he's more back than he's been since that Jerez, that infamous Jerez race in 2020. I know he won 3 races last year, but I would not rule him out of a victory this year.
No.
On a bike,
no, I'm with you, Gav,
which is upside down and not really working.
Look at this. This is your championship right here. And you just know Bagnaia's going to go for it.
Oh, I thought it was going to be there.
I thought it was going to be there.
Well, that's a bit optimistic, isn't it, Pecco? But he is on the rear now of Fabio Quartararo and Bastianini lurking too. Quartararo doing excellent damage limitation, I have to say.
Quartararo's going defensive already. There's 1.5 laps to go. He'll know on his pit board it'll be +0, Bagnaia. But the way Bagnaia's been riding, his confidence and the fact that he's been able to make these passes.
Turn 11, maybe?
You'd have to say turn 11 is the favourite.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? The way that Quartararo, well, he is very, very good on the brakes, but it's just the power of the Ducati. We saw Quartararo in behind the Aprilia, just couldn't stick with him. So Marquez through turn 9. Bagnaia giving himself a little bit of room to get a run up towards the hairpin. He's going to try either point it in or even carry a little bit of speed. Yeah, point it into the corner and now try and get that bike stood up, Bagnaia style, and punch off the corner to drive his way past. Whoa, as this gets tight at the bottom of the hill. This is where Bagnaia's going to try and make the move, but Quartararo's covering him off.
He's going to try and make the move on the next lap, the last lap. It's going to be so important for Francesco Bagnaia to try and make a pass on him.
Mentally as well,
yes,
isn't it?
Exactly that, to keep that momentum.
Binder's got through, Binder through on Jorge Martin. He had a moment there and ran off during the weekend. Brad Binder could equal his best result of the season, and he's into 2nd place. Can Martin respond?
Oh!
That's Bagnaia! Pecco Bagnaia has crashed out of the race on the final lap. He's applauding himself, I'm assuming here.
No, something. No.
Or is that Bastianini or Quartararo?
Normally, when you see a rider do this, he's sarcastically applauding somebody else. It was all Fabio. Sorry, it was all Bagnaia. Yeah, Pecco. You can't blame anyone except Francesco Bagnaia for that.
Jack Miller's done it again. He wins for the first time in a year and a half. He takes victory for Ducati. Brad Binder on the KTM is 2nd. 3rd for Jorge Martin. Across the line behind Marc Marquez is 4th on the Honda. Miracle ride from him with Oliveira in 5th. Luca Marini is 6th in the end, so Oliveira did make it stick. Vinales takes 7th ahead of the championship leader Fabio Quartararo, who's seen his title rivals have another disastrous day at the office. Aleix Espargaro finishes outside the points in 16th place after trying so hard. 3 riders not in the championship are finished on the podium today. Jack Miller is your winner, the 4th victory in his MotoGP career. Brad Binder in 2nd and Jorge Martin in 3rd. Bear in mind, Miller and Binder will form that KTM duo next year.
What a win. Absolutely destroyed them. Different class, different level altogether.